Every time I went to work, it was like a vacation for me. When you're a teenager, you deal with this stuff for the first time, so you don't know how to deal with them. You've done the work. Now you're going to the practice. Yeah.
En 2, 3.
Welcome to Lash podcast,
where we talk about entertainment, business, gossip,
alternative lifestyle, unsolicited advice, and hot trends.
with your hosts,
Anna and Kris.
Thanks.
Today, we'll be analyzing the worst advice ever given.
Listen to this one.
A man told his girlfriend every day that she stunk. She washed 2 or 3 times daily, tried everything she could to get rid of the smell. Until one day when she cracked and started screaming at him, asking WTF was he smelling. Apparently, his father told him, tell a woman she smells every day and she'll be constantly clean.
That's a horrible advice. That's very toxic, first of all. This advice was given to him by his father. So imagine, even his father probably did this to his mom.
Isn't this supposed to be like an emotional abuse, I would say?
Yep. If that man then told you what's the reason behind this, would you still continue being with him? That's the problem.
The next worst advice ever given is this. My dad told me this. If you go work somewhere else, no one will pay you as much as me. I'm currently making twice as much plus benefits.
That's so true.
So
Even for us.
So you say to me that when you have a very good job in the family or even a business, let's relate this to
our family,
from our experience as well. Just because our family or your business or anyone makes more money than you if you go to work somewhere else, doesn't mean that you shouldn't go there.
Yeah.
Does it?
First of all, you cannot stick in your own business, in your family business, for too long because it doesn't expand your brain.
The thing is, you could stick after some point in your life, but not maybe from the beginning.
Yeah.
So there's some parents in my family as well, they say to their children, once they're like 14 or 15 years old, okay, it's time for you to take over the business now and start learning the basic things and so on. So once you reach to a mature age, then you're going to have more responsibility and eventually take over the business. But then this restricts the child.
Yes.
So you, as you said, it doesn't expand the brain.
Plus, you need to have more experiences elsewhere so you can go back to your business.
And in this way, you're going to appreciate the business more.
Yes. Plus, you need to have more experience with different bosses, different working environments, different people, different colleagues, different places.
So basically get experience, and then when you're in your business, you know how to deal and solve any problem coming to you from left or right.
Yes.
Polyprofessional type of left or right.
But you know, on the other hand, sometimes if you go to another job and you have, let's say, the vacation time, like 25 days, the annual leave, and then maybe your mom and dad will say, why you work so long and you have only 25 days free to go on holiday or to visit us?
The thing is, you have to go through that stage.
Yeah.
Because I bet they went through that stage at some point in their lives, or if they didn't go through the 9-to-5 job, let's say, what they went through is when you build a business, you're going to have to be there 24/7.
Yeah.
So at least your child, for example, is going to be working 9 to 5 and then he's going to be off after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when he comes home. He's not going to have to think about his work anymore, unless he's doing a very demanding profession, like anything very demanding.
But even, because at that age, at early age, you can deal with everything. It doesn't have to stop 5 o'clock and that's it.
Yeah.
You have more experience by working more and more. Look at this one. When an adult or a parent tells you, enjoy your life while you're in school, it's all downhill from there.
Say this to a depressed teenager.
I've heard that when I was a teenager. And I'm telling you, when you're a teenager, you don't know what's going on in your mind. So you need something positive so you can continue your life good. School and all responsibilities at that age makes us already confused and depressed and
I think
want to give up
is
and all of this.
the first problems, let's say, you come across in your life. So I said a problem on purpose because it is a problem when it's the first thing you come across within your life. It's something difficult, so it's a challenge for you. So when they say to you enjoy your life while you're in school, it doesn't mean you're on vacation. When you have exams, when you have assignments to do and all that, it's going to be difficult for you.
Yeah.
You're going to have to dedicate hours to study and to work towards
And
getting like a very good
sleepless
grade.
nights and
yes.
very stressed and all of this, whatever comes, the workload and everything.
So it's not actually a vacation.
Yeah.
It's more like a hustle.
Plus, now that I'm adult, I feel life is more interesting.
Life, it is more interesting. When I was studying, I had more stress about studying rather than work. I used to work at the same time, part-time. Every time I went to work, it was like a vacation for me. That was a vacation for me.
I totally agree. You know, because when I was at work as well, I felt like it's a vacation and I had the best time of my life. I was relaxed, I was doing stuff, I was making friendships, I was doing everything that I didn't do at school
Yeah.
or in the university. Plus, as we said, when you finish your job, you go home and you relax.
And you're free of mind.
When you were at school, you continue studying for the next day or you stay all night.
Homework.
Yeah.
Majority of the teenagers are depressed around the age of 13, 14, let's say up to 20 or 21 years old. Majority of them.
Yeah.
You have so many problems for your age, again, because of your exams, your assignments, your studies, because, I don't know, young people go through relationship problems or they start exploring themselves. Discovering themselves, and they start trying out new things. They start socializing more with people, going out more.
What you want to say is like you get through so many new stuff that you don't know how to deal with them.
Yes.
So your mind and your body somehow slows down or
yes,
like drops kind of. It's like too much pressure on your body
yes,
and your mind.
So when you're young, that doesn't mean you're on vacation.
Yeah, but I don't know why every adult
It's saying
thinks
the
like
same
that.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I'm an adult. When you get older, you, of course, you have more responsibilities to deal with. That doesn't mean they're necessarily problems.
Yeah.
When you have, for example, a financial something to deal with financially, you're gonna eventually find a way to deal with it.
Yeah. But you know, when you're a teenager, you deal with this stuff for the first time, so you don't know how to deal with them.
That's why it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Το πιάνουμε εκεί τώρα.
So when you get older, you know how to deal with daily problems.
And every day it gets easier, kind of.
Yeah. You've done the work.
Now you're going to the practice.
Yeah. That's the thing. That's why it's more interesting. You know how to deal with the stuff.
The next worst advice given, it says, winners never quit. Basically, if you do not quit, you'll be stuck in bad situations. And that is very true. Imagine you're in a job and you're stuck in that job, for example, for any sort of reason.
Yeah.
You don't want to quit because, I don't know, maybe there's financial reasons or any other reason in general, and you cannot leave. But then that job does not actually offer you anything extra.
Yes.
Either financially or mentally or emotionally, it doesn't offer you anything. Why you keep being in that job? Why are you stuck there, let's say?
As we said, if you're stuck there, if you're stuck in one place, you're never gonna explore or get experience from other things.
So the advice here is, winners never quit. But are you actually a winner when you're stuck in a job that doesn't actually offer you anything? Or are you a winner when you quit, you move on to something new that's gonna offer you better experience and anything else better even?
You know, the older generation says you have to stick to a job so you can get better benefits.
Yes.
But that worked for them.
Because there were limited positions,
Yes.
jobs.
Yes.
But nowadays, though,
Nowadays, we have more stuff to do, more opportunities, so we have to take advantage of it.
and you have to move from one place to another every time so you can learn more things. You have more positions available to work anywhere. Either you want remotely or in the office or anywhere, in any country even, you can work.
In the era we live right now, every day something new comes up. So we have to take advantage of it. We cannot stick for 10 years in one job, in one place, live in one place. Okay, Christina. So the advice is, unsolicited, that we need to constantly be moving.
So winner doesn't make you if you stay in the same situation.
Yeah.
It makes you if you actually go out there and explore the world.
The next worst advice we can so much relate to.
Take care of everyone else's needs before your own. That way you're never being selfish.
What do you mean? You need to take care of yourself first. If you don't take care of yourself first, you don't know how to take care of everyone else around you. People taking this advice, they become people pleasers. And you know that. You know our environment also worked like that. We were meant to take care of everyone else and not ourselves. And women can relate to this a lot. Why we are raised to be people pleasers? That doesn't benefit us, our mental health and our emotional health.
Take care of everyone else's needs before your own. That way you're never being selfish. So if you take care of everyone else every single time, when are you going to take care of yourself? Can you stop, let's say, taking care of someone else, so then you can start caring about yourself even?
Can you neglect yourself?
How can I take care of my parents if I'm not already in a very good financial and emotional position to do that in the first place? Which means I have to, let's say, pay attention to myself the first years to build something good, to build myself, to build my finances and all that. So then I can offer to someone else.
That's the thing. If you don't charge yourself, charge, yeah. You don't know how to give to the other people properly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same goes with love, for example. If you do not love yourself, the classic phrase, if you do not love yourself, how can you love someone else? That is very true. It's the exact thing. And I know many people are going to relate to that, because when you have a partner, for example, and you want to take care of him or nurture him as a girlfriend or something more, first you need to know how to take care of yourself so you can offer whatever you want to him, everything, you know? Do you have another example of the worst advice given?
Yeah. Look at this one. You don't want to burn bridges.
Okay, tell me more.
Which means you don't want to break some relationships. But
okay. But you need to sometimes.
Yes. What if those relationships make more
harm
than good?
But you need to break them sometimes.
Yeah. Have you ever broken those bridges in your life?
I've broken quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
Quite a few of them, yes.
Yeah.
And people have broken with me as well.
It doesn't matter. They can They can break with you. You can break with them.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're gonna be in everybody's life the best person.
When you have, for example, your school friends, you talk to them after you left school for a few years, probably afterwards, but then you stop talking to them.
That's normal, because usually after you finish school and then you go away or abroad and then you don't see them anymore. So anyways, you're gonna lose contact.
Yeah.
So, but on the other hand, what about the relationships that they are a bit toxic? You need to cut yourself from those relationships. It doesn't make you any good benefit. Yeah. Christina, family over friends.
That's the worst advice ever given.
Why they say
so
that?
You mean here basically to choose your family?
Yeah.
Instead of your friends.
Because family usually will help you, but friends will never do.
But what happens in those situations, for example, when your family is destroyed, I would say? Yeah. Can you rely on your family? I've had some of my friends, they couldn't rely on their family, actually, on their mother or father, so they had to rely on their friends or their best friends. So you go out with your friends because probably they're...
Support you.
Yeah.
They know you. They know you at that age better. You know them. So you kind of relate to each other.
Yes.
But with older people or family, you cannot relate because there is a generational gap.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they see it from their point of view and you are yourself different person and individual.
So you don't really correlate?
Yeah, with each other.
Yes.
But your friends in your age group, of course, you're gonna find the same experience at the same time. So you grow together, kinda.
And not only that, I think your family, if you talk, let's say, to your mother about a relationship or something, she will probably try to not advise you, yes, that as well, in some cases, but in most cases she will
try to protect you, kinda.
Yeah, by putting some restrictions or
Yes.
something. So holding you back or not actually letting you learn from them.
They cannot let you kinda to experience the first things, those first little things.
Yes,
kinda.
because they're always trying to protect you.
I get it. Like, your family is your family, and I'm saying about close family, like your parents. But they're not gonna always do the good thing for you at the time you are at the moment. They're gonna think as a grown-up, not as a, I don't know, child or a teenager or whatever.
Sometimes your family might not be the right people to talk to, you'd
Yeah.
say.
There are so many families that are destroyed for whatever reason,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So you cannot really go to them for
Comfort.
yeah, or advice, or
And you're gonna have to be the one to do that instead.
yeah. And sometimes we see that some children or teenagers, they have to grow up by themselves and
A lot
take their life
earlier.
in their own hands because the family,
Is not capable?
yeah, of helping them
Yeah.
or provide for them.
Which means a friend, actually, if you have a very close friend for many years, will always be there for you.
Yeah.
In good or bad, if they're your real friend, of course they're gonna be next to you.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they give you advice, doesn't matter if they're gonna do anything about it. They're just gonna be there to listen to you.
Yeah. Most of the times at this age, you need somebody to listen to you. You don't necessarily need advice.
You don't necessarily need someone to tell you what to do, yeah.
Any grown-up is always gonna advise you because they think they know best. Sometimes, however, you cannot share all the stuff going on in your life as a teenager or as a child or as a teenager, let's say, with your parents.
Yeah, with your family.
First of all, maybe you're shy to tell them. You don't feel comfortable to tell them.
You know when
You're
you have,
afraid even.
you know when you have the talk, when the parents actually have the talk
Yes.
with the children, how awkward is that?
It is awkward.
I don't know when I become a mother how I'm gonna have the power to say to my child, to go and tell him, okay, we're gonna have the talk right now.
So what is the unsolicited advice?
Your family will be there for you physically,
Yeah.
but then perhaps your friends will be there for you emotionally
Yeah.
for as long as they're with you.
True. You should always follow your heart.
This is the worst advice. Follow your heart. So you should follow your brain.
No, logic doesn't make sense here.
Let me understand. What do you mean follow your heart?
So when you want to decide something,
Yeah.
you should always listen to your heart.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the heart causes more problems.
So you're telling me that if you follow your heart, is a wrong thing.
It's not like a wrong thing, but yes, it's gonna cause you some problems. So you need to follow your brain, kind
You
of.
know, some people, when they go into a relationship, for example, they don't go with the heart, they go with their mind, with their brain.
That's tricky, a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you need to know how to separate your heart and your brain and which one to put first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because yes, you can be a bit logical, you can be a bit rational when you go to a relationship or when you do something in your life, but sometimes you cannot always think with your mind. So the next worst advice is, actually, the more responsibility you take on, the more the company you work for will see how much of an asset you are.
I know.
Wait. So if I'm a basic employee, okay, and in a company, and I go on and do, let's say, extra thing, other people's work, and I don't get paid extra for it, for example.
What is the benefit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the benefit?
Why you need to be overworked and not really get the benefit?
Yeah. So if you're an asset, if the company considers you an asset,
Yeah.
they're gonna either promote you or
Invest on you.
Yes, or give you extra salary.
Yes.
So why do you have to work hard then? So majority of the times what happens, people work too much at their job to the point where they overwork and then they don't see any benefit, let's say, from the company. They don't promote them or they don't give them any finances extra, so they give up on that. They tend to get more frustrated, actually.
Yeah.
And perhaps they end up leaving the jobs because they don't it doesn't offer them anything more,
Yeah.
even though the company did not actually ask you to take on more responsibility. So why would you do it?
The issue is some people, they take on the responsibility by themselves,
Because
thinking probably that they're gonna do better
they're
or
gonna,
in the company, and probably the boss or the company is gonna see
the progress,
their progress and probably invest more on them. But at the end, nobody asks them, so nothing happens.
Yes, exactly.
What's the outcome? Either they get fired or they quit
Yes, exactly.
for nothing.
So the phrase when people say treat it like it's your own business,
No.
I think that's the worst advice.
At the end of the day, you're
It's
just
not.
an employee,
Yes.
and you work for another person
Exactly.
or another
So it is
company.
not your own business. So you shouldn't invest a lot in this if they don't give you any additional benefit.
Or even if they don't ask you to do something extra. We don't work for free.
Yeah.
But if you have your own business, then you can work as hard as you want.
Unless what some people do, if you know your seniors basically and you're in a good relationship with them and you're planning to progress further within the company, then yes, in that case you're, let's say, you're sort of justified to work a little bit harder, because in that case you're going to prove to them that you're actually planning to do perhaps a partnership with them.
Yeah.
So in that case it could be justified that you're going to work a little bit harder for them and treat it sort of like not your own business again, not your own business, but show them that you actually want to do something more with them.
Yeah. Good things come to those who wait.
No.
Absolutely no.
No. Good things come to those who go out and take them.
Are you gonna wait for the divine to give it to you?
You're gonna wait for the opportunity to just knock your door and be like,
Hello, I'm here.
Okay, I'm taking you.
no.
If you want something, you go out there and take it. That's it. First of all, who would give this advice? Older person?
I don't know, actually. Good point. Why would you wait for the opportunity?
No.
Listen, what you can do...
yeah.
Yes.
You are waiting for the opportunity, but at the same time,
But you need to...
go towards it.
Exactly, but you need to create the environment where you're gonna receive opportunities from.
Of course. How you gonna sit in your house and then you're just gonna wait, sleep?
Exactly. How are you gonna become a singer if you're staying at home the whole day?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go, I don't know, post something on TikTok, go out there, do something, meet people that in this
Have
profession.
connections, yes, in this profession.
Exactly, yeah.
This one, I'm against it.
Someone told me that I should have kids in my early 20s so I can just get it out of the way. So they say to you, get married, have a child, because you don't want to do it later. It's gonna be a hassle. Hello?
No. Hello. I have come across people that did that.
Yes.
My generation. They make the kids at their 20s, early 20s, and then they say, I had the kids early so I can enjoy later.
Okay, how would you enjoy later? Okay, I'm not against having children, but the thing is, you're gonna have to pay attention to it 24/7 from the second you're pregnant, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have the first year that you're pregnant and you're all moody and so on, so you're gonna be struggling and you cannot enjoy life like that, can you?
Yeah, it's true.
For 9 months you're gonna be, let's say, occupied with
Pregnancy,
yeah
then the first years you're gonna be occupied the kid growing up.
yeah
Then
all the
after
motherly,
school,
yeah.
And then what, you're gonna wait for, like, I don't know, 15, 18 years or 20 years until the kid goes out of the family, until the kid goes away from the family, so you can enjoy later on in life.
Some people would argue that after you can enjoy, let's say you can start enjoying life after the first year, after you breastfeed the child.
Yeah.
But that is not really true, because the child is going to be like 1 or 2 years old.
Yeah.
So he or she doesn't really go to any school yet or preschool.
Yeah.
So up until he's like 4 or 5 years old, you're still gonna stay with him, beside him, taking care of him. So you're not really free.
Yeah.
In that case, yes, the most difficult part is gone.
Yeah.
But then you have the other part where you have to be attentive.
Yeah. Just open another credit card. It's free money. Eventually, don't you have to pay that money back?
Yes.
So why some people, they use credit cards, supposedly is free money?
Okay, I use credit cards, but I only have one credit card. Because as you said, you're gonna have to pay this money back.
Yeah.
Right? So it's basically not free money. You're gonna pay back by in a slower rate.
Yeah.
So you could take advantage of it if you need it for something. But then you're gonna have to deal with the fact that, I cannot miss this monthly payment, for example. Even if it's like a minimum payment, you're gonna have to pay back.
So it kind of gives you the freedom in the moment.
Yes.
But tomorrow,
yes,
you're gonna have to pay it back.
Exactly.
We have a very interesting theory to talk about.
Okay, which is the orange pill theory.
What does that mean?
Go for it.
When you ask another person to do a small task for you,
Mm-hmm.
like peeling an orange or asking to tie your shoes for you, but both tasks, you can do them yourself. You can tie your own shoes.
Yeah.
You can peel your own orange.
So why would you ask another person to do that for you then?
The actual test is how the other person is responding to you.
To see if they are true, let's say, and honest. Kinda.
Yes.
So if they do this for you, the simple task, as you said, tie a shoe, for example.
Yeah.
If they do this for you, what does that mean?
That they care for you and they do it unconditionally.
And if they don't do that for you,
then that's the problem.
that's when you have to doubt and reconsider the relationship with them, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the orange pill theory?
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, if you want to ask them, please, can you tie my shoes for me?
Mm-hmm.
And they respond something, you can do it yourself.
In an arrogant way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, can't you do that? Can't you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Or, I guess.
Ugh.
Or they sigh. That's gonna prove for you that they're not willing to do, in the future, a more bigger task for you.
Yeah, actually true. Have you ever tried this with anyone, actually?
Not that I am aware of, but after reading this, I think it never happened to me. But after reading this, I think I'm gonna have it in my mind
to try it,
to test it. Yes.
Yeah. Imagine if they say no. Imagine you have a very close friend, for example, and they say no, I cannot do this for you, or as you said, they respond with a very odd answer or something.
Yeah. But would you reconsider your relationship just because of that small example?
Some people actually say that maybe they're not willing to do small things for you, but when it comes to the big things, they're gonna stand by your side.
I guess we never know.
Happened. So how would you test that then?
No, but basically you can test it in the future, but we're not gonna have now all the theories to tell us don't continue your relationship or
of course,
change these things you do in your life because just for that. But just a food for thought.
Food for thought, yeah. Alright, so
our game today is Ask Me Anything. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask Christina 5 questions and she's gonna ask me 5 questions.
We're gonna have to answer them honestly.
First question. If you could time travel at any moment of your life, which moment would it be and why?
If I could time travel at any moment, it would probably be the first year that I came to London. It was a very interesting year because I left from my country, so I came here. There was a new world for me, new people, and I also had to speak in English. So it was different because in my country I speak Greek, obviously. So I came here and it was a bit of a challenge. I used to be like 17 at that time, so I was pretty young. Good that I knew English, otherwise it was going to be a lot harder for me. But yeah, it was a very interesting year, to be honest, yeah.
Question 2. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
That's an interesting question, actually. I think if I could change one thing, not to be very moody, I would say. Very impulsive with my emotions.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might ruin me and others around me.
Question 3. What is your favorite season of the year?
Winter, obviously. Winter is the best thing. You know, when you have your jacket and you're in your hot chocolate with some marshmallows on top, and then you're with your hoodie on and put a movie on the TV and just snuggle in bed. Mwah!
Imagine if it's Christmas as well.
Ooh, Christmas, yeah, actually. That's the best season of the year.
Or if it's snowing.
Yeah. Remember lockdown?
Yeah.
No,
No,
the whole time.
Yeah.
For how many months? It was many months, actually. Almost a year.
Yeah.
I mean, a year in lockdown, yeah.
Question 4. What is your biggest fear?
That's easy.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Failure.
Yeah, actually I have the same one.
Do you have the same one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Question 5. What is your comfort food?
Okay. I have a lot of them. I cannot think of any, like one specific
Give me
one.
a few. One or two.
Lasagna. It's our traditional food.
Yeah.
It's very comfort and like anything that is like saucy, I would say.
Yeah, cheesy sauce.
Cheesy, saucy, yeah, anything like dirty like that. I like it. I have a few questions for you as well.
Yeah.
The first question is, what is your proudest accomplishment?
A few years ago, I came to London to study.
Okay.
A very hard profession.
Okay.
I studied law, and it was very difficult. It put me up and down many times in my daily life and my social life as well. And I thought I was not gonna make it up until the last minute that I really thought I was not gonna make it.
Why wouldn't you?
I graduated around the Corona time, where we were in
Oh
quarantine.
my god, yes.
And it was the last month of my exams. So it was very difficult, and I got sick. And I thought I was gonna give up. Just for 1 second, I thought I was gonna give up because I was really sick. But then something pushed me and said, "This is it. That's your time." So I pushed forward, and I made it.
Oh,
and I
that's
did
good.
more than well. Yeah.
So you got more than expected.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next one is, if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? Okay, food content here.
I'm a person, I like cheesy stuff a lot, not sweet stuff.
Okay.
So I would like to have a very the cheesiest pizza every
Pizza?
day, night, day,
Oh my God.
and morning, whenever, in my sleep as well.
So if I could ask you to eat that food for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
oh my god, that
Loads
obsessed.
of cheese.
Question 3. If you could go back in time to change one thing, what would it be? That's quite similar to mine, actually.
Yeah. I would go back to change a moment in my teenage years where I took the initiative to pursue a career in hairdressing.
Okay, that's interesting.
I went there I registered myself. I went there, and the first day, based on the people approach, I left.
Because you didn't like the people.
Yes, because all the girls, basically all of them were girls, but all of them, when I went in, they had that awkward look like, what are you doing here?
Oh my god, this is
So it felt so horrible.
Oh my god,
that-
this arrogant kind of
Yes.
way. Yeah.
The first time I went in, 5 minutes later, I left. And that was it.
That's a harsh one.
I never seen this before.
Next question. Next question is, what is one thing you will never do again in your life?
One thing, I will never stay at any job overtime.
Ooh.
Never.
Don't overwork,
Yes.
because the company will not
Exactly.
Last question. Okay, this is kind of a funny one. If you had a warning label, what would you say?
Moving anger. Clear the way.
Open the way.
Yes.
Go.
Because usually I get too angry in an instant. And I know I cannot calm down, so if anybody is on my way, yes, probably I will vanish him.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Anger issues maybe?
Probably.
Oh, have you had that checked out?
I should.
Alright, so the next part will be the fact of the day. So we always make a fact of the day here in the Lash podcast. Today, I'd like to tell you one thing only. We are 8 billion people in this world. However, Lego minifigures have the largest population on Earth.
Huh?
Meaning, if those little tiny things came to life, there would be
Yeah.
more than us. Imagine how many more, or imagine if actually they came to life, including the 8 billion people that we are now. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the Lash Out podcast.
That was it for today.
We upload a new episode every Tuesday, so stay tuned for it, yeah?
We will see you next week.
Be good.
Bye bye.